Hello, this is Michele Knight. This is the astrological update for Taurus for the whole of October. Now, this month is very intense and very full on. I'm not sure I can fit everything in, but I can certainly give you the main thrust and the main gist to empower you and to show you the way that you can use to your advantage what's going on in the skies above. Firstly, straight away, we have a Uranus and a Sun opposition. And for you, Uranus, the planet of unpredictability, is doing something that brings about a great revelation for you or something unexpected. Now, because it is in the 12th house, it's likely to be connected to your spirituality, a revelation, a spiritual awakening, or because it's opposition Sun in the position of, being the Virgin, being very good. There may be a part of you that's swinging between debauchery and excess and being very, very good. And this whole opposition is bringing this to the surface for you to see how you need to deal with these extremes. But I would say go with whatever Uranus is trying to teach you. The unexpected message is the one that is the most powerful in this situation. The new moon on the 5th is also giving you the opportunity to take care of yourself in a whole new way. So Uranus is lighting up the fact that perhaps you're going to extremes, and then the new moon is saying, okay, it's time to take care of yourself, it's time to look after yourself, it's time to look after your nutrition and how you care for yourself in the physical world. And if you're anything like the Taurians, I know sometimes the way that you comfort yourself is through sensuality with food, or sensuality with drink, or sensuality with the physical, but you can go to an extreme because Taurians need a lot of comfort. Now, there's a cardinal grand cross, annoying, on the 5th, and for you, again, it's about communicating what you need and really trusting your journey. Sometimes you have these great ideas and then you don't put them into practice and then you slip into your old ways as a form of comfort. This cardinal grand cross is giving you a revelation, giving you the opportunity to see something, to understand something about the deepest workings of your soul. But it's going to happen, but you've got to pay attention to what this is trying to tell you. Really keep your eyes peeled for a message about the way that you work and how you can transform yourself. We have a 4-planet stellium on the 6th, which is happy days for you because it's all about your relationships. You're focused on love. You have a bit of love magic around you. You really want harmony with all the people that you care about, and you're attracting harmony towards you, which is good. On the 7th, Venus, the planet of love, is entering a very naughty area. But interesting, on a soul level, what it can teach you is that they're about power and powerlessness in your love relationships. What makes you feel powerful in relationships and what makes you feel insecure and powerless. It also may stoke up feelings of desire, obsession, hunger, naughtiness. But within that, if you take it a layer deeper, it's all about our shadow sides, healing the shadow sides of sexuality and love, and awakening to the truth of how powerful love is as a connection, but that ultimately we are in charge of our emotions, and it's normally our patterns that are bringing up the insecurity. Very powerful stuff, very intoxicating vibe around that time. We also have a T-square, which is urging you to have an adventure and to stretch yourself. This has been going on for some time, actually. The universe really is calling for you to go, the universe is throwing down the gauntlet for you to go, I'm ready to make some solid changes. I'm ready to step out of my comfort zone. This is going to keep happening, or you're going to keep being pushed until you allow yourself to step out of your comfort zone. And it's not just, it may be a physical journey, it may be an intellectual journey, it may be a spiritual journey, but in some way, it's time to spread those wings and fly. The good news is that Mars, the planet of action and passion, is shifting into a lovely place for you, where it's all about passion and fun and soulmates and childlike joy and all sorts of things that make you feel alive. And you know what? When you giggle and when you laugh and when you're having a good time, it is absolutely infectious and it's very, very attractive. So, allow yourself to be very, very playful mid-month. We also have a double T-square on the 15th, annoying, where you're learning really about the power of manifestation. I was actually reading a book last night, and I've studied astrology for years, but I suddenly had a revelation that the 11th house, or the position for you, that the double T square is activating is all about manifestation as well as groups of people. So there's a part of you that in your soul, with the moon, Neptune and Chiron coming into play in that house, that knows that you have magic in your fingers and you can change your life. But there's a part of you that restricts yourself. And also, don't party too hard this month. There's a chance to really achieve something and have a good time, but it's very important not to go to extremes. Otherwise, all those things you want to manifest and you feel it in your being that you can manifest won't necessarily come to fruition. There's a grand water trine on the 16th. It's full on, I told you. And again, it's for you. It's feeling that you can transform. It's feeling that you can change things. It's feeling that you can experience love and relationships on a new level, and you can communicate on a new level. And it's asking you to do that. But it might bring up a few emotions in that process. The full moon on the 18th is an eclipse. It's transforming your idea of spirituality and connection to the whole and connection to your higher self. But you will be very intuitive on that day. We also have Mercury, the planet of communication, going retrograde even on the 21st. And for you, it's in your position of relationships. You might be thinking about ex-lovers. That's a very Taurian trait anyway. You might be casting your mind back to things. I would urge possibly a bit of caution if you're thinking of going back and dragging up stuff from the past. It's good to reflect. But, Mercury's going retrograde. Not necessarily that much can be achieved at this time if you want to have a communication with someone from the past. We also have on the 23rd a 3-planet stellium, Sun, Mercury and Saturn, connected to your relationships. You're going through a change, but it's a hard change because Saturn's involved. There's a part of you that's like, you've got to make changes, but it's not that easy. It's very difficult for all of us to break our patterns, but this is your challenge, Grasshopper. Now, we also have another T square at the end of the month, just to remind you to trust your intuition and trust your journey. There's a lot of work to be done, but if you do it, you should be freed of some emotional karma and also have a lot of pleasure to boot. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.